Here's Shumpert. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And Mirotic kicks to Snell. Got it to go with no time left on the clock.
You talk about stepping up at a big moment. That is some fortitude, folks.
I should say.
The awareness, the release, everything was just perfect.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And another thing they've been doing right is converting a lot of second chance opportunities. I love the hustle and the effort.
Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Taj Gibson is out there with Mirotic, and it's Heinrich in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Oh, look out. Oh, wow. Even when... They're down. He's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Now here's Heinrich. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Butler from outside. And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 12.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to get some bodies out there defensively, though. I mean, if things are way too easy out beyond the three-point arc.
Here's Prigioni.
Well, the Argentinian, Pablo Prigioni, now 37 years of age, but I really like the way he competes defensively. Also a very good rebounder for a point guard.
And Prigioni, Clark, very selective with his shot, but he's got deep range.
Yes, he does. And, Kevin, I think he could be even more aggressive looking. He's got to be a little more shot hungry. I mean, he's over 40% from long range last season.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Steve, right from the start last season, some upheaval for the New York Knicks with a front office shakeup.
Yeah, surprising move when you consider that the team was coming off a 54 win season in 2013, and the team's first second-round appearance in over a decade.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Mirotic. Dunleavy comes in for McDermott, and it's Rose in for Kirk Heinrich. Shot's good from Butler. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
And for the Knicks coaching staff last season, you think about it, guys, it had to be tough. The GM who hired you no longer with the organization, and ownership basically saying championship or bust. A lot of different pressure coming from different sources in the Knicks situation.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Taj Gibson. Jose Calderon, who's checked in for New York. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. The strategy included running the offense through Shumpert. The coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball. To be a leader at the offensive end. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
And with a new front office again this season, the Zen Master, Phil Jackson at the helm, new coaching staff. We'll see if the Knicks can create a stable foundation moving forward.
Here's Dunleavy. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. There's Rose with the three. Noah kicks to Gasol. For three, Dunleavy. And Stoudemire pulls. It down. Knicks trail by 8. Calderon dishes to Shumpert. That ball's nice speed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Rose. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Butler from outside. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Knicks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Calderon kicks to Smith. Right side Shumpert. Back to Smith. New York moving the ball around. And stolen by Butler. Up the floor. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Anthony, the pass to Calderon. Into Stoudemire. Got a piece of it. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now just a 4-point Bulls lead. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Play. Rose dishes to Dunleavy. Rose with the ball. He's got 11. They can't stop the run with that one.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
The kick outside to Butler. Takes a three. That doesn't go either for Rose.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
And the Bulls making a change here. Snell's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Gallenberg's checked in.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
It's picked off. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Puts one up from 19. And it falls over the rim and in. Butler's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. There's the feed to Stoudemire. And the layup's good off the glass. Stoudemire's got 8 points. Chicago leading. Outside Rose. .35 seconds left in the first half. Five to shoot. Fires it up. And he hits the jump shot. 13 points in the game.
Not his quarter scoring-wise. He's just 1 for 7 from the field.
And here's Calderon. He feeds it to Stoudemire. Smith outside. Calderon passes to Stoudemire. Calderon kicks to Smith. That three off the mark. That's a 2 from Butler. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Bulls. They're up by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Well, despite that possession, something I've liked is that they've really been in control while getting out to this lead. They've kept the turnovers down.
Calderon against Rose. Now here's Calderon. The 3 from Anthony. And Samuel Dallenberg picks up a foul. That's his first foul. The Bulls leading by 6. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Peterson's on the floor. And New York looking at who they got. Anthony and Stoudemire make up the forwards. Calderon and Smith are the 1 and the 2. And it's Dallenberg in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Smith penetrating. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
J.R. Smith going from one of his best seasons in 2012-13 to one of his worst a year ago. I think his knee surgery in the offseason really got him off to a slow start. He didn't have the same bounce in his step, and he didn't find his game until late in the season.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Rose goes in. Lets it go from deep. Rose with another miss.
Well, you talk about Smith's knee holding him back. It does make sense. I mean, his rebounding and rate of scoring both went down, but he shot well from outside and increased his assist totals. That speaks to him playing around his knee issue a bit.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. As everyone knows, Amari Stoudemire has had to battle back from his share of numerous injuries, and he switched to a vegan diet in order to help stay healthy. He said it was tough, and when asked which foods he missed the most, he said, "I love chicken, and I love Chilean sea bass. I missed it, but I wanted to stay strong." Guys?
Interesting. Thanks, Doris. Noah against Dallenberg. Goes back up. And he hits the jump shot. Noah's got his first points of the night. And Smith shooting poorly to start last season, but his play improved as the season wore on, Steve.
Yeah, and as his knee rounded into form, I think he got more comfortable, and we saw that in how he finished the season.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Heinrich in for Butler. And then for New York, Jason Smith, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Hardaway comes in for Smith, and it's Pablo Prigioni in for Jose Calderon. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Anthony. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The Bulls leading by 7, and now in transition it's Heinrich. Here we go. Fires for 3. That's good.
He's always eager to shoot that 3, and even in transition, he looks for it out there.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hardaway kicks to Shumpert. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Stolen away. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Shumpert with the ball.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
A lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
For 3, Heinrich. It's rebounded by New York. Dallenberg's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hardaway. Collects the 2-pointer near the hoop. Hardaway has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Dunleavy. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Heinrich. Clock at 6. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Heinrich's got 5 points now in the quarter. Knicks trail by 6. And Prigioni kicks to Smith. Pass to Prigioni. Some nice passing by New York here. Hardaway dishes to Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. That's now 8 points for Iman Shumpert.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Chicago calls timeout. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game pretty different from his father's. Tim Sr., of course, famed for his two-step, otherwise known as the killer crossover, and Junior's is a different game.
He is a different game, but he's going to have an effective and long career. Senior was also only a 6-foot point guard. Junior is a 6'6" shooting guard. While he does have some handles, Junior I'm speaking of, he's more of a long-range bombardier thus far, and also I think has the potential to be pretty good defensively.
Oh, what a throwdown there, man! Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and claw their way back in.
And they fed off their defense just as much as their offense in putting this run together.
Here's Butler, and he gets it to go from the high post. Butler's got 14 points. Knicks trail by 4. There's a minute left to play in the third. Here's Hardaway. Dishes to Dallenberg. Out left to the wing. And Prigioni kicks to Hardaway. Shumpert passes to Smith. Back to Shumpert. And Gibson sends it back. They get it back, and they're able to recover. The pass to Shumpert. Kicks it to Prigioni. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Hardaway for 3. And it's Hardaway again missing. Chicago leading by 4. Hardaway with the steal. He only dishes to Hardaway. The drive by Shumpert. Here's Dallenberg off target. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Bulls lead by 4 from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And let's quickly have a look at the State Farm assist of the game, which came, Steve, from kind of an unlikely source here.
Yes, the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard. Serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
Heinrich and Rose, the guards. Jimmy Butler is out there at Mirotic, and it's Noah in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Stoudemire. Rose kicks to Mirotic. Noah, the pass to Mirotic. Calderon against Rose. 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Mirotic. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Anthony against Rose. Here's Calderon to tie it up. In deep. Hardaway drops it in the basket. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 P's, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 18 points for Derrick Rose.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this one.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
McDermott's checked in for Chicago. And New York with a change here, too. Dallenberg's checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Rose can't get that one to fall. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Good on the shot.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Shoots from the line. That doesn't go either for Rose.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Calderon has the open look. No good from outside.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Got that one up quick. York's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Hands it from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 3.
He's really looking to stretch this lead out. Even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range. I love the aggressiveness.
Outside Rose. Shoots the 3. And he gets it to go. Rose has got 21.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Calderon kicks to Smith. Rose against Stoudemire. From 13. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Stoudemire's got 4 this quarter.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Passes it to Heinrich. Launches it. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Calderon dishes to Carmelo. Here's the teardrop. That drops. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. And the wide open shot from Rose. And the Bulls another 3.
Those are starting to add up. In their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, but the defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeout.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol is checked in for Mirotic. Dunleavy comes in for McDermott. And it's Butler in for Heinrich. Rose attacking. Puts it up from 12. Another one calls for Chicago.
He's locked in right now, guys. Hitting some big shots here in the fourth quarter.
There's the dish to Anthony. Plays it up and banks it in. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. Take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did.
Rose, that's good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Stoudemire, the pass to Dallenberg. Back to Stoudemire. New York moving it around. Smith kicks to Stoudemire. Anthony drives in. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Rose against Calderon. Outside Rose. Rose double teamed. Pass to Butler. Back to Rose. It's good!
I tell you what, this is the white-hot version of Derrick Rose right now.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Still a chance, but they've got to score here.
Yeah, every possession is necessary.
Well, Chicago has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. And it's Butler missing. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Calderon dishes to Anthony. Baseline try. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. good. We both at the line. That's a 3-point game.
Boy, what nerves. Those free throws now put them in a very good position. 3 points ahead.
Here's Calderon. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Buries the triple. Oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Nice play there on the inbound. The defense really lost contact.
Outside Rose. Got it up in time. Good from beyond the arc. What a shot. But they may take a second to look at. Oh, that was close. And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off